Hey guys, it's Lemming Rush. Today I'm going to be talking about the map Paris. So, in this game, I ended up playing, I did a 6.4k damage game in my STB1, and I'm not showing this replay because I know how to play Paris. In fact, I actually think I don't know how to play it at all. I'm sharing it with you to try to give some sort of perspective because I feel like a lot of people have trouble on this map, and maybe I can give you an idea that might possibly work. So, what you can see me doing on this map, like I said, I really don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to play the D line. I'm trying to get up to this staircase right here. And I would say that this is fairly common, what's happening to me right here. It's very normal for there to be some guy in the bushes where this TVP is to try to clip you out. Or, I mean, if it's a 268, he'll hit you for 750. But this is my experience. It's very normal to take hits as you try to get here. But also, my experience shows that, like, in my opinion, typically once you get here, it can be very powerful. It sort of depends on factors such as clickers and things like that and how aggressive your teammates are. But you're going to see, I'm just going to do my best to play this location, and eventually it's going to give me some shots. So, a couple of things here. I am looking at my map. I see a ton of people on the south. I really don't see many people where the T49 are that can possibly contest me. Normally when there's TDs on this map, they camp at B9 or whatever. And if I were to do this when they had TDs, obviously I'd be taking a ton of hits. But you can see I'm doing that. So I feel like this is a play that works semi-consistently. You're able to get shots down range onto people where this 5100 is if they don't have a lot of TDs and you aren't getting clicked and things like that. But most of the time, this position doesn't seem to work out very well. Now, obviously, if you can win this position, it's extremely strong, but I have trouble understanding how to kill the people at B7 and the people at B9, as well as the campers at C8. You know, that it's very difficult. I mean, I'm just farming damage. We can talk about other things, but it's very difficult in my experience to try to dig these guys, and these guys out because their bushes are just so strong. So, what you can see me doing is I was taking advantage of a position that was given to me. I made an aggressive play, and they allowed me to use the position that I tried to take. It's not very common for this position to work, I think. I don't know what to do, though, so any suggestions in the comments would definitely be appreciated. What you can see happening here, and the reason this is working, is because we have a 62A who's being extremely aggressive. Now, we'll talk about the 62A later. Right here, you can see there's a TVP rushing me. I don't ask me why. I don't fucking understand. But you can see he ends up doing 900 damage to me, and then he kills himself. Oh, sorry about the mic. I talk with my hands when I make videos, and then he kills himself. So he basically traded 900 HP for a tier 10 tank, and I mean, really, I'll take that trade any day. So what I'm doing here, because I'm allowed to, and by this point in time I was sort of annoyed, I guess, with the TVP, I'm even more aggressive. Now, this position is extremely strong. I just haven't figured out how to win it consistently. You can see I can shoot down into their heavies. So, in my opinion, the field really, really revolves around winning this. I don't know what it's called. I'm going to call it like a stage because that's sort of what it looks like. I mean, anyways, I don't know what to call it, but this position is really strong if you can win it. The hard part is winning it. So I'm going to have to think about that maybe in a training room or something sometime, but you can see as I'm playing this position, I'm really, really worried about the T49 because we haven't cleared that out, but the fact that I got here is pretty amazing. I'm able to put shots into the T2065. There's an Emil who's coming up, and I'm just able to do a ton of damage from this location. So that Emil moves up. I don't know why he did, but you know, people will make plays like that you just don't understand. You can see he's giving me the ability to kill him. I'm going to finish him off, and I am watching the map because I do know that T49 is behind me, but he isn't doing anything to me, so I can continue to use this position. And I mean, that's the reality. I tested the waters. The T49 was ignoring me, and you know, I'm not going to go. If he's ignoring me, I'm happy to take advantage of that. Right here, I can see on the map that they're sort of pushing into the 62A. However, there is this M4190 GF. I get pissed because I missed that shot. But you can see I'm going to have to eventually deal with that MX30B. I want to keep that 62A alive. And in my opinion, that 62A has made a really, really strong play. So I think getting under where he is, I'm sorry, I've been watching the map, but getting to this location is really beneficial because you can see he's locking down this 30B. There's nothing that guy can do. He's permalit, and we have camping, you know, ISU 152 at B2. So that's a thought. If you can get to there, it's really strong. I just don't know how to get there consistently. So I'm going to have to try to figure that out. Now, from here, you can see I'm changing my attention. That's because I see the 30B, I bounce off his side. Uh, this gun is frustrating, but I'm going to focus down this 30B. I don't want them killing the 62A. I miss another easy shot. And at this point in time, I notice the T95 behind me. So I've got pressure on me to kill this 30B. I'm going to focus him down. I know the T95 might YOLO me the same way the TVP did. So I just want to kill the 30B. That will allow me to turn around. Now, you can see I'm aware of my situation. Eventually, I mean, I'm not really comfortable brawling the front of a T95. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sort of wait. I'm not going to challenge him directly, especially if he's looking at me. You can see right here, he isn't looking at me. So I'm waiting for a shot on him. He gives it to me and I track him here. So that's just sort of what I'm doing here. I'm trying to buy time. I really expect that the 62A should be able to kill the T49, but suddenly the GF starts YOLOing me, so I'm going to retreat. The reason I'm doing that is because I don't want this guy to like look at me and snapshot me. I also expect the T95 to push along with this Bulldog, right? If one guy YOLOs me, it's very likely someone else is going to follow him, so you can see I'm sort of reacting to that play. The turret glitches out. I don't understand why. You can see as I'm playing, this is my in-game view right here. I am checking behind me constantly because, like I said, if someone pushes you, normally they'll do it like a teammate will join them. So every single time, like every single chance I get, I'm going to look behind me. I'm really worried about the T95. And because I think that T95 is coming behind me, I decided to start pressuring this T49. As you can see, I'm really, really expecting the T95 to push around. So this is the context. I mean, obviously this map, a lot of it has been played from the mid. I really think E5, E6 is very powerful. I don't know how to consistently win it. You can see from this location, I'm just trying to kill that T49. I see the full HP E75. I don't want to get rushed by an E75 when I'm a two-shot for him, so I'm going to start backing away. And by this point in time, if the T95 wanted to rush me, he would have done so. I do have an escape plan if he, like, let's pretend the timing's off, right? And I just don't understand. My thought was to try to get to this area, right? If the T95 magically came around the corner, if the 5100 spotted him, I would want to get into this area, but naturally that would open me up to the E75. So it was a last resort type thing. So I'm really, really on the fence here. I know the E75 is coming around. Excuse me. I was on the fence. You could see I didn't really want to brawl the T95, but I also saw the E75 was behind me. Once the T95 got lit, that opened something up for me. I don't really have to be worried about playing the stage that as that's what I named it anyways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flank this T95. He's full HP, and from here I can just farm an easy like 1800 damage or whatever. So I mean, this is my experience on this map. I think this position that I'm in is extremely valuable. If you can control this, a lot of the times you're going to win the game, and I feel like it's better for the Western spawn on this map. So how to win this, I haven't figured it out, but I do recognize that this is a key position. If you have any tips, you know, I read every single comment. So I think it might have something to do with how the 62A played in this area right here, but again, my experience, when you play A5, you just get wrecked by RD and TDs. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to continue to play this map to try to figure it out, but at least now I've figured out the position that I need to try to win. So yeah, I mean, obviously this is a 6.4k damage game, Top Gun, but the point is to try to demonstrate the important position. I haven't figured out how to get that, so yeah. Alrighty, I guess just because I can. Here are the end plates for that game. That was a mastery badge. High caliber, Top Gun, 6800 damage. I guess I hit a blind shot somewhere. 1869 XP, 87,000 credits with a Prem. And you can see Top Gun, 1246 base. I mean, I lost credits. Not a big deal to me, but this map is troublesome. I really have no no confidence on this map. I am going to look at a strat sketch, actually, because I am sort of curious, but this map, man, it really... So I guess I can just... Obviously, this is my conclusion on the map so far. I don't think it's a very good map, but to me, this position obviously lets you get down shots down this road here, which is extremely valuable because you can win the south fight from playing right here. The problem is winning it, right? So basically, from either side, the map's really symmetrical. There's always going to be TDs or campers in these type of locations, right? So you're going to have to figure out, or somewhat, like I'm going to have to try to figure out how to kill these guys, because they are what prevents you from really playing in this area, right? Because you have to cross the open, and then you have to, again, go in the open to get up to here. So the only way to do it is by killing these guys. Otherwise, you're going to lose a massive amount of hit points to get into this position, and it's probably not worth it to lose like 1,000 hit points just to play right here. So, I think the best way to do it is to try to play this area, because I haven't figured out what's in here. There might be something in the middle that's useful, but this has to be the only. I'm gonna have to look in a training room or something. There's got to be some way to play this to unearth these guys, and maybe on this map view range is going to be extremely valuable, so you can spot through bushes and things like that. But it could be a change in meta, right? You might need optics to see these guys. That's something I'll have to test out. But typically, when I've tried to play right here, there's a TD sitting right here in the corner, who will just shoot down this line, and you're not going to spot him. So yeah, I'm going to have to look in a training room. These are my thoughts so far. At least we can identify that this is relevant, but the hard part is getting there consistently every single time you play on this map. So yeah, I mean, I'll just leave it here. I obviously, again, more than willing to accept strategy thoughts, because I have no clue. I know what needs to be done, I just don't know how to get there. So thanks for watching, and yeah, bye for now.